Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
The Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney presents the Faster Horses with opening act Neva Alden in concert Friday, July 18th at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney. The Faster Horses are your one-stop shop for both kinds of music, country and western. If you like high-energy 90s style country music, you're gonna love the Faster Horses. And Neva Alden is one of the best up-and-comers on the Iowa country music scene. And don't forget about the third annual Fair Kickoff Cook-Off on Saturday, July 12th. It'll be here before you know it. The concert at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney on Friday, July 18th. Style Me Crazy is a boutique store at 115 South Main in New Sharon. Boutique hours are Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get fast, free shipping on orders of $150 plus. And they've got hundreds of styles to choose from, plus beauty items, accessories, shoes, and more. Go to StyleMeApparel.com for more information and to see all that they have to offer at Style Me Crazy. Follow Style Me Crazy Boutique on social media or stop in person at 115 South Main in New Sharon. The Watch Your Fire and Rescue Soup Supper is Saturday, January 18th from 5 to 7 p.m. The menu is chili, potato, and Wisconsin cheese soup with desserts. Delivery is available within Watch Your city limits. Call 641-660-2239 or 641-224-5250 to place your order. It's the Watch Your Fire and Rescue Soup Supper this Saturday from 5 to 7. Alrighty, welcome into high school basketball here on Steve Shetler Media. It is a Monday evening. We're hanging out in North Mahaska tonight. We've got North Mahaska taking on Baxter. We'll have the girls first and then the boys to follow. So stick around for the boys game here in just a little while. Getting ready for the pregame introductions of the players. We do thank all of our sponsors. Let's get these in while we can here. Christy Tard, American Family Insurance, Style Me Crazy, East Market Grocery, First State Bank, Proline Building Company, State Farm agents Chris Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell. Did I say Wendy? Might have. Also, Oski Dental, AE Realty, Hy-Vee, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and JM Media. Josh, I'm having trouble talking. We'll throw it over to you and let you do the talking. How about that?
All right, you gave me so much time off. I'll see if I still can, too. Almost a week since we were here last. Right here in North Mahaska, the last time we were here. Well, tonight, we got the Baxter Bolts 6-3 coming into this one. They are part of the Iowa Star South Conference, where they're in second place to BCLUW as they're announcing the starting lineups out on the floor right now. I'll get to those here in a second. But Baxter at 6-3 on the season, and North Mahaska, of course, at 10-1. That lone loss coming to Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont. And regardless of that loss, the Warhawks stayed at number 2 in the Iowa girls rankings here that were released over the weekend. So they maintain that number 2 ranking as they start this next week. They'll have, I think they have 3 games this week, do the Warhawks, but leading the way, everybody got quiet there for a second. I was like, what? Uh-oh. But the points leaders for these two teams, Camden Crampy, she's averaging 15.9 per game. Brecken Schilling is averaging 15.4 for the Warhawks. Rebounds leader is Sydney Anderson with 5.8, and Camden Crampy, again, 5.9 for the Bolts. Emmy Toon is their assist leader at 5.3 per game. Brecken Schilling leads the way at 3.4. Right behind her is Kayla Reedshaw at 3.0 rebounds per game. And I'll go over the starting lineups once we're done with the national anthem, as they will do that momentarily. But there's two Crampies on this team, both Camden and Kalen, both freshman guards, both stand at 5'5" and look identical. I did not confirm whether they were twins or not, but looking at them, I'm guessing they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this
So
time,
we are actually going to do the national anthem right now. I'll let you listen into that.
as we honor our country with the singing of the national anthem by the North Mahaska cheerleaders.
All right, that was the North Mahaska cheerleaders singing the national anthem. Starting out for these two teams for the Bolts, number 4, Kendall Brummel, the sophomore guard, stands at 5'6", and you got number 10, Hannah Huffaker, the senior forward at 5'10". Number 11, Emily Toon, the senior guard, stands at 5'8". Number 13, Camden Crampy, freshman guard at 5'5", and number 14, Kaylin Crampy, the freshman guard, standing at 5'5". Starting out for the Warhawks, the usual 5 with Brecken Schilling, Allie Style, Kayla Reed Shaw, Sydney Anderson, and Reagan Gruey. As we are set for the opening tip, Sydney Anderson stands against Kendall Brummel, and Anderson tips it to Schilling, and we are underway. Schilling sends it right inside to Anderson. Anderson across the lane, nice pass to Gruey, lays it up in and good. And North Mahaska will keep that press on, much as we've seen. Here come the Bolts. Left wing all the way inside, now dribbling back out. Here's Toon. She hands it off. Near side corner to Crampy. She fires a 3, and this is off the mark. Battle for the rebound is going to go out of bounds. No, it's saved by the Bolts. Number 14, Kaylin Crampy, but goes into the hands of Allie Style. And Styles' pass over there to Reedshaw is tipped out of bounds by Kendall Brummel. Just getting underway at this one is the Warhawks with their second offensive possession. Reedshaw at the right wing. They're going to work it all the way around to the near side wing to Schilling. She's going to get a screen from Anderson, puts up a mid-range jumper. This is no good, rebounded by Baxter. Bolt's able to beat the press, but then that is Crampy that walked with it. So Allie Style will bring the Warhawks up the floor, leading 2-0. Schilling now tries the right side, kicks it outside to Anderson. Back up top now. This pass is taken away by Brummel. Brummel stops and clears it out. Couldn't decide whether she had crossed half court or not. They get it to Crampy. Crampy right wing. Lobs it back inside, and a layup and made. Plus a foul for number 11, Emmy Toon. And call that foul on Anderson. And Emmy Toon at the line to try to complete the three-point play. She does not. Rebound is fought away by Schilling. Passes it up to Anderson. Anderson gets to the right wing and stops. Hands it off to Reedshaw, fires a three from the top of the key, and she gets it to go. 5-2 now for the Warhawks as they keep the pressure in the backcourt. Brummel gets it across, and Crampy walks again. Second time we've seen Caitlin do that. Here is Schilling now, free throw line, kicks out Gruey, head fakes, drives inside, nothing doing. Baxter closes the door on her. Mahaska keeping up the ball movement right inside. Passes it across lane to Anderson. Anderson, tough shot is no good, but she's fouled. First foul called on the Bolts. See who they get for this one. That's Hannah Huffaker. Her first, team's first. And Sydney Anderson out the line to shoot two. First one is good. 6:02 left to go here in this opening quarter. As Anderson makes both free throws. North Mahaska keeps the press on. Get it up to Crampy. Crampy to Crampy. Now all the way left wing as Baxter moves the ball around quickly. A lot of passing. Driving inside and kicking out. Head fakes the three. Does Brummel as Brummel drives in. The foul is called on the Warhawks. That is on Reedshaw, team second, her first. Crampy has it down low, sends it outside. Here in the early going, Baxter's had the opportunity to take outside shots, just not taking them. Crampy hands it off to Brummel. Brummel left wing now to Toon. Toon's going to take a three, and this is too strong. Rebound with the offensive rebound for Baxter, though. They'll live the fight again. Now they just turn it over to Allie Style, who tipped it and caught it herself. She's going to push it all the way up the floor to Gruey. Gruey lays it up in, no good, but she's fouled. We call that foul on Camden Crampy. Her first, team second. And a timeout called. 30-second timeout by Baxter.
All right, we'll keep it here for the timeout. And again, we do thank all of our sponsors for making things possible on North Mahaska Basketball on Steve Shetler Media. Again, we do thank our first quarter sponsor, which is Style Me Crazy. We'll get an ad in from them here before the end of the quarter. Christy Tarr, American Family Insurance, East Market Grocery, First State Bank, Proline Building Company, State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, Oski Dental, AE Realty, Hy-Vee and Oskaloosa, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and JM Media.
All righty, first timeout taken by Baxter. Their first of the game. Brayton Gruey at the line to shoot two. There for that shooting foul. Misses the first one off the front of the rim. There is 5:24 remaining in this opening quarter as Gruey connects on the back end. She's got three. Her and Reedshaw both with 3 points. Baxter gets it up the floor quickly. Crampy to Crampy. Inside she goes and lays it up in and good. That was Kaylin. Excuse me, that was Camden. As Reedshaw takes it right wing, dribbles inside. Baxter able to slam the door. Baxter's in a man defense here. Now get it inside to Gruey. Gruey's working hard to get to the rim. The shot is no good. Off the hands. The rebound was off the hands of Schilling into the hands of Toon. Toon pushes all the way up the floor, and Brummel cannot handle the pass from Crampy. North Mahaska, Baxter turns it right back over to North Mahaska. Reedshaw is going to step out. And in will come Libby Hargis. This is the Warhawks. Looking around the perimeter now. Now Styles going to try to drive inside. She runs into two Baxter defenders. And they're going to get one of the Crampies. I'm not sure which one. That one's going to be on Kaylin. Her first. That is the team's third of the quarter with 4:23 to go. North Mahaska gets it out. Brett Schilling fires off the pass. No good. Long rebound ends up in her hands. She'll get credited with that. She sends it right back inside to Anderson, who lays it up any good. And North Mahaska softened up their press just a little bit. Baxter gets it right back inside. That is Kaylin Crampy that gets it back up in Camden, excuse me. It's really hard to tell those two apart, Steve.
Yes, it is.
We're in jerseys 13 and 14. The only really difference you can tell other than that is one's got pink shoes, one's got green shoes. So here's the Warhawks down low to Gruey. Baseline drives, puts up a tough shot. This is no good. Still fighting for the ball, though. Rips it out of the Baxter Bolts' hands and lays it right back up in and good. Amy Toon wanted a foul there. Nothing called, and Gruey's got 5 points here in the early going. Camden puts a runner up in the lane. This is no good. Rebounded by Hargis. Hargis clears it out, gets it up to Schilling. Schilling looking up the floor, sends it to Gruey. And Gruey kicks it back out to Style. And Style will reset now. Schilling gets a screen from Hargis and fires a three. This is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Baxter Bolts. By the Baxter Bolts, Hannah Huffacker. Now, new foul called. I think they're going to get Gruey on that one. And they do. Avery Wanders is going to check in now for Hannah Huffacker. For Baxter, that has a 13 foul on the Warhawks as well. As the Bolts work around the perimeter. Crampy, left side, puts up a mid-range jumper, and this is a little too strong. No good, into the hands of Hargis. Looks like Peyton Sanders and Natalie Linder will check in here on the next stoppage as Schilling goes inside, kicks it out to Gruey, who fires a three, and this is good. Gruey's got 8 points here so far in this one. North Mahaska leads 15-6, 2:20 to go in the opening quarter. Toon thought about driving in, then reverses. Now she gets a screen and passes off the screen. The shot is blocked by Style into that and saves it. After she blocks it, goes out of bounds, saves it, flips it back in. Hargis comes up with it right back to Style. Ellie Style would be credited with the block there. Now she lobs it inside to Hargis. Hargis puts up a tough shot at the rim and gets it to fall. Libby's got her first field goal of the game. And Bolts are right back down the floor. They put up a mid-range jumper. This is no good. Rebounded by Crampy. Her putback is no good. Hargis grabs the rebound and clears it out. Gruey trying to get a pass inside. She does to Hargis. Hargis fights her way to the rim. This shot is no good, but she's fouled. That'll be the fourth team foul on Baxter. We're going to call that on Avery Wanders. He's in off the bench. And Libby Hargis will go to the line to shoot two. With a minute 27 to go here in this opening quarter. As Linder and Sanders will come in for Anderson and Gruey. Hargis able to connect on the second one. (18-6), 1:20 to go as the Bolts working around the perimeter. Baseline to Toon as she tries to drive by Linder. She is fouled. It'll be Linder's first. Fourth team foul on North Mahaska, so both teams have 4 with a minute 12 to go as Style will get a break here and Reedshaw will come back into the game. Next foul by either team in this quarter will result in free throws. Here's an inbound pass for a 3 attempted, no good. Rebounded by the Bolts. The putback is no good. Reedshaw gets the rebound, but she's surrounded by Baxter Bolts with no help. Going to force a jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing towards Baxter, so they'll keep it. As Gruey will check in for Schilling now. Colts get it in. With just about a minute to go, Reagan Gruey in off the bench, pokes the ball away. Going down the floor, she's got Linder on the other side. Linder lays it up in and good. There's Linder's first point, or first two of the game. Baxter coming right back down the floor. 50 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Driving inside and kicking it out to Crampy. Crampy loses the handle and it has to kick it back outside. Work it down baseline now to Wonders. Wonders can't do anything with it. Crampy drives baseline, passes it off, and it's taken away by Libby Hargis. Hargis lets it clear out. She's going to bring him up the floor with 30 seconds to go. Sends it now to Gruey. Shot clock is off. Sanders now drives from the right wing, kicks it back, tries to kick it over to Linder. It's taken away by Crampy. Crampy running length of the floor, has it poked from behind by Sanders into the hands of Linders with 9 seconds to go. Peyton Sanders has it, 6 seconds on the game clock. 3, 2, and Gruey tries to fire off a shot and gets it to go. The clock was off. The clock had went to zeros, but the buzzer did not sound.
That was the longest 9 seconds since Linville Sully. Is he saying it counts?
He says it counts. So,
okay. All right, well, hey, we got to get some sponsors in. We got to hear from our first quarter sponsor, which is Style Me Crazy. Style Me Crazy is a boutique store at 115 South Main in New Sharon. Boutique hours are Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get fast, free shipping on orders of $150 plus, and they've got hundreds of styles to choose from, plus beauty items, accessories, shoes, and more. Go to StyleMeApparel.com for more information and to see all that they have to offer at Style Me Crazy. Follow Style Me Crazy Boutique on social media or stop in person at 115 South Main in New Sharon. Alrighty, thank you to Style Me Crazy for being our first quarter sponsor. As a second quarter sponsor is East Market Grocery. We'll get to them and their commercial here shortly. Again, you're watching North Mahaska Baxter basketball on Steve Shuttler Media on Facebook and YouTube. Second quarter set to begin.
all right, it looks like North Mahaska is going to send these starters back out on the floor. I believe it should be North Mahaska's ball. The officials came over to the scores table there and chatted that over because the clock did get to zeros, but the buzzer did not sound. And the official that said that the shot was good said he has no way of confirming that it wasn't. As here's a pass from Schilling inside to Anderson, who lays it up in and good. Anderson's got 6. Said that it was nothing they could change. He already counted it, so the basket counts. The scores table informed him that they got the auto horn back on. As North Mahaska's giving Baxter fits. Crampy has a baseline, has to kick it all the way back out to Toon. Toon looking for a screen. North Mahaska's defense covering it up. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Crampy sends it inside to Toon. Toon spins, reverses, can't do anything with it. 4 seconds on the shot clock to get it. Try back inside. Now Gruey takes it away. 3 seconds were left on the shot clock, and Reagan Gruey comes away with the steal, sends it all the way up the floor to Anderson, who's left alone, and she lays it up in and good. Timeout taken by Baxter, a 30-second timeout as we come into the second quarter. North Mahaska leading now by 20 with 7:06 to go.
And let's squeeze in our second quarter sponsor, East Market Grocery. East Market Grocery and Deli in New Sharon wishes the North Mahaska Warhawks the best of luck in tonight's game. East Market Grocery is your small-town grocery store, but they still have a big selection to choose from. Located at 114 East Market in New Sharon. For the deli, you can dine in. They have in-store pickup or seasonal outdoor seating. Get more information at eastmarketgroceryanddeli.com. East Market Grocery and Deli in New Sharon, a proud supporter of North Mahaska Warhawk Athletics. And we thank East Market Grocery for sponsoring our second quarter. Got Josh with the play-by-play.
All right, out of timeout. Baxter bringing it up the floor. North Mahaska's went to more of a soft press, and it seemed to cause more problems for Baxter than when they were in full press mode. As now a pass inside is tipped by Schilling into the hands of Gruey. Gruey just brings it up the floor, stops at the left wing, sends it right wing to Reedshaw, who's all alone. She's going to take that every day, and she rattles it home for 3. Kayla Reedshaw's now got 6. As the Bullets bring it down the floor, Brecken Schilling knocks it out of the hands of Crampy into the hands of Gruey. Gruey right back down the floor they come. Outside to Reedshaw. Head fakes, passes it into the lane to Anderson. Anderson gets a jumper to go. Sydney Anderson's now got 10. North Mahaska leads 31-6 with 6:18 to go here before the half. Baxter's working around the arc now. Pass inside again is swatted away by Schilling and outside.
Schilling's height and length seem to be causing all sorts of difficulties.
Yeah, Camden. She's primarily on Camden Crampy, leading scorer for the Bolts, and she keeps trying to pass over the top of her, and it's just not going to work. So, see if she picks up on it. Here's a quick three taken by Baxter. This is way too strong into the hands of Style. That was that was Kendall Brummel that took that shot, and Reedshaw's going to try her own three. This is off the front of the rim, no good. Baxter trying to move it down in transition, get all the way to the rim and laying it up, but fouled. Here's Camden Crampy. She's going to be fouled by Reedshaw, I do believe. No, they actually called that on Allie Style. And Crampy's first free throw is no good. Style will come out momentarily as Crampy's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson pushes it up the floor to Gruey. Gruey down low, right back out to Schilling. Reedshaw now puts a baseline runner up. This is no good. Rebounded, or attempted to rebound by the Bolts, but they step on the out of bounds line. As Reedshaw will send it in. She gets a bounce pass to Schilling. He's left all alone. Misses the easy layup. Baxter comes up with the rebound. He stood up with the ball, though. That's a travel. Every time. Brecken Schilling. I think she realized how wide open she was. Warhawks will do it again. They lay it in Schilling again, and this time Schilling misses again. Rebounded by Baxter. Quickly down the floor they come. They get it inside. Now it's taken away by Sydney Anderson. Passes it up Schilling. Schilling's going to push him up the floor. Then slows up just past half court. Now left wing Van Wielden. Outside to Gruey. Gruey fires a three. This is a little too strong, no good. Rebounded though by Brecken Schilling. Her putback is no good. Loose for the rebound, and it is now the officials whistled the play down, thinking that Baxter had taken a timeout. They did not. Brecken Schilling having a rough start to the night. 0 for 8 from the field thus far. As Baxter works it inside, and a awkward shot put up and missed by Avery Wonders. Right back down the floor. Come the Warhawks, and a quick three is taken. This is no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by North Mahaska. That was Van Wielden that took the shot, as we're going to have Schilling and Reedshaw step out. And will come Sanders and Stiles. Baxter tries a deep two. This is an air ball into the hands of Gruey. That was Avery Wonders again. Off her mark. Now they try it outside of Peyton Sanders. She tries a three. This is no good. Rebounded by Wonders. And Baxter tries to get it, and they whistle for the travel on Camden Crampy again. She's done that 4 or 5 times. In that same spot. Nearly going to invest. 3:56 to go in the second quarter. North Mahaska leads 31-6 as the Warhawks work it around. Style has it, lofts it inside to Gruey. Gruey back outside to Sanders, who fires a three, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by the Bolts. Crampy sends it right side to Wonders. Right back to Crampy. All the way around to Huffracker. And now Crampy tries a deep three. This is no good. Near ball out of bounds. Baxter as a team is 0 for 5 at the free throw line as Anderson is going to take a breather, and in will come Libby Hargis. Hargis has it at the free throw line, kicks it outside to Style, who fires a three. This is too strong. Rebound goes in the hands of Hargis. Hargis right back to Style. Working around quickly, and a pass from Sanders. A little too wide for Van Wielden.
We've been stuck on this score for a while now.
We have 31-6, 3 minutes to go in the second. Crampy drives inside, has to stop a dribble, passes it across the lane. Layup is missed, rebounded by Bolts, and they put it back up in, and good. And give that to Huffaker, and now a pass is taken away by the Bolts. Huffaker has it all the way in. Stops in the lane, kicks it outside to Crampy, who fires the three again, and this is off the mark, no good. 31-8, Gruey brings it across. Sends it down to the corner to Van Wielden. Back up top to Style. Style to the corner now to Sanders. He tries another three, and this one is a little short, and bounces off the rim, goes out of bounds. Sanders can't get the deep ball to go, as Gruey will check out now. And in will come Linder. North Mayaska had an opportunity earlier to kind of really blow the doors off this thing, but can't get it through. Here's another travel by Camden Crampy. That is the... I have to start marking that. This is at least the fourth time she's been called for traveling. As North Mahaska puts some of the starters back in. Sanders, Van Wielden, and Hargis will check out. Back in is Anderson, Schilling, and Reedshaw. And Schilling fires a three, and this is off the mark. Goes out of bounds, no good. Here is Toon bringing him up the floor. He gets a screen from Crampy. Nothing doing, though, as nobody's open, so she's now in a little bit of trouble, but gets it off to Brummel. Brummel drives right side. Kicks it right back outside to Crampy. Crampy does not take the shot. They try a lob inside the other Crampy, and then across the lane. Nice pass. It's out of bounds. Should be last touch by Baxter. It is. So North Mahaska take back over. Minute 29 to go in this opening half. Allie Style brings him up the floor. Schilling sends it inside to Linder, right back out to Schilling. He drives off the catch all the way in and around in the lane. Tries to pass it off to Anderson. Has the pass initially taken away. Schilling gathers it back in, kicks it out to Anderson, and takes a deep jumper and rattles it around. No good. Rebounded by Crampy for the Bolts. North Mahaska has went cold. Here comes Baxter. Crampy drives inside into the lane, puts up a tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Baxter. The putback is good. That was Huffaker. 31-10. Here's a three by Style, and the shot is waved off, and they're going to call her with the travel. So 40.7 left here in the half. Baxter trying to get within 20 before the halftime. Toon brings it up the floor. Hands it off to Brummel. Brummel drives inside into the lane, puts up a tough shot, and the runner will not go. Rebounded by Anderson with 28 seconds. Shot clock is off. Anderson sends it up the floor to Schilling. Schilling left side now to Style. Reedshaw catches it, holds momentarily. Style inside to Linder. Linder turns and shoots. Her shot is no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Her putback is good. Linder's got 4, and the Bolts trying to get a shot off before half. 6 seconds to go. Crampy goes all the way underneath the rim, puts up a reverse layup, no good. North Mahaska with the rebound. Schilling's going to try a half-court shot as time expires, and this is no good. So we will head to halftime with North Mahaska leading 33-10. So we'll give it over to Steve.
All right, we thank East Market Grocery in New Sharon for being our second quarter sponsor. And we'll go radio silent for a few minutes here during halftime. We'll be back here probably about 8 minutes for the second half. Again, at halftime, as you can see on your screen, North Mahaska girls lead Baxter 33-10. Our halftime brought to us by Hy-Vee. All right, we do thank Hy-Vee for being our sponsor of halftime. We've got a little over a minute from the start of the second half. Let's go ahead and hear from our third quarter sponsor, which is First State Bank in New Sharon.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we thank First State Bank in New Sharon for sponsoring our third quarter, which we are just about ready to get going here. As you can see, North Mahaska girls leading 33-10. First State Bank sponsoring this quarter. Josh.
All righty, Baxter starting with the ball here in the second half. Some kind of adjustments they tried to make. Here's a block by Schilling as Camden. Let me double check. Yes, there was Camden. Went up for a layup. But both teams kind of got really ice cold the last 4 minutes of the second half. Not much in the way of scoring as Schilling brings it down the floor. And Anderson and Style actually ran into each other on that, which caused Schilling to hesitate, and ball pops free. Baxter comes up with it. Here is Camden Crampy. From the right wing, stops, fires a three. This is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kaylin Crampy. Bolts will have another chance at it. Now a drive inside is popped out of the hands of Emmy Toon by Reagan Gruey. North Mahaska will take back over. Style brings Warhawks up the floor, sends it left to reach out into Anderson, then out to Gruey. Gruey's shot is no good. Anderson gets a tough rebound, lays it up in and good. Sydney Anderson's got 12. As the Bolts try to answer. Try to take it inside, and Anderson just takes it away. Hands it off to Schilling. Schilling brings it up the floor, going all the way into the basket, passes it off now to Style, who is actually out of bounds when Brecken sent it to her, so North Mahaska with another unforced turnover. Here come the Bolts. Toon sends it left side to Crampy. Crampy now right wing to Brummel. Brummel drives inside, has the ball poked away momentarily. They gather it back in. Now a baseline pass before she gets the pass off. Kaylin Crampy is whistled for the travel. Camden Crampy whistled for traveling 5 times in that first half. It's the first time Kaylin's been called for it. Here comes the Warhawks. Readshaw right wing now to Style. Schilling from the left wing fires a three, and this is off the mark. No good. Battle for the rebound. Bolts have it. Initially been a pass to Crampy, goes over her head and out of bounds. They turn it right back over to the Warhawks. It is not Brecken Schilling's night. No points yet. 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. As the Warhawks get it in, down to the corner. Readshaw tries a three, and this is bouncing no good. Rebounded by Gruey. Gruey passes it across to Anderson. Anderson lays it up in and good. Sydney Anderson, the leading scorer for the Warhawks. She's got 14, 6 of 7 from the field. Here's a pass inside taken away by Gruey. Gruey looks up the floor. She's got Schilling. Schilling with an easy layup and misses this one too.
Man.
Swatted away, rebounded by the Bolts, and now a travel called on Camden again. Or Kaylin, that time. Schilling 0 for 12 from the field. As Hargis is going to check into the game for Brecken. Here's a pass inside to Anderson. She tries a layup, no good. Rebounded by Hargis. Hargis' putback is good. Hargis has got 7. And Crampy left all alone. She fires a three. This is way off the mark. Air ball goes out of bounds. Turns it right back over to the Warhawks. Baxter, as a team, is 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. Both teams really forcing the three as of late, really the last quarter and a half or so, and neither team having much success. North Mahaska's got a couple of them to go as Styles going to try a three again, and she drains this one. Her first points of the night, 42-10. A drive left side of the lane, and now dribbling out of it, right back to it, attacks, no good. Rebounded by Hargis. Toon had an opening and then dribbled away from it and then went right back at it. Here's Gruey for three. This is off the mark. Long rebound goes in the hands of Style. Style dribbles out. And they work it around. Lob it inside to Hargis. Hargis reverse pivots, fires, and this is no good. Rebounded by Style again. She gets it to Reedshaw. Reedshaw down to Hargis. Hargis goes for the shot. She is called for a travel. Shot does not count. (42-10) is our score. North Mahaska could force the running clock if they can get three more without Baxter scoring. They try inside. This isn't working. They work it all the way around. Wonders has it. She drives in the lane, puts a runner up, and this is in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound is won by the Bolts, but the pass is tipped by Style up to Gruey. Gruey has Reedshaw running down the floor. Reedshaw stops, puts up a shot, and this is good. 44-10 now. Crampy fires a three from the top of the key, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Brummel. Brummel dribbles all the way around, passes it off, working it in and out, and a foul is going to be called. Yeah, they called out on Gruey. And off the inbound pass, put up no good. Rebounded by the Warhawks. They have Gruey on the other end of the floor. She's all alone, lays it up in and misses it. 44-10 now. As now a three is drained from the outside wing by Emmy Toon for the Bolts. Warhawks get it right side to Style. Style drives from the right wing. Passes it off to Hargis. Hargis has to tip, catch the pass, puts up a shot, and this is no good. Rebounded, though, by Anderson. Anderson's putback is good. Hargis lucky she did not get called with a travel there. Nonetheless, the Bolts are right back down. They're going to put a jumper up. This is no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson gets it to Style. Style pushes him up the floor. 33-point lead for the Warhawks, and Anderson is knocked to the floor on the catch. North Mahaska will sub 5 in. Called the foul on Emmy Toon. As Reedshaw is the only Warhawk that stayed on the floor. Linder came in. Van Wielden came in. Schilling back in the game. They force it inside to Schilling, back outside to Peyton Sanders. She fires a three, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Baxter. Lob it inside. Trying to reverse jumper and getting it to fall. Number 22, Maya Johnston. Freshman in off the bench for her first few minutes and gets her first two of the game. 46-15 now as Reedshaw fires a three from the near side corner, and she's good. Toon brings him up the floor, working on Reedshaw versus dribble. Sanders pokes at it. Able to clear it out. Driving inside, gets it off to Wonder. Wonder sends it left side, but it's tipped by Nat Linder back into the backcourt. Wonder chases it down, brings it back up the floor, stops at the left wing, sends it back up top. to Brummel. Grampy has it right wing. She passes it inside, and this is tipped. Goes out of bounds. It was tipped out of bounds by Van Wielden. So Baxter will keep it. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Grampy sends it in to Toon. Toon looking for a screen. Nothing there, and she slows up. 3 to shoot now. She's not aware of the shot clock, and it goes off. That'll be a backcourt violation, or a shot clock violation by the Bolts. They turn it back over to the Warhawks. 49-15 with a minute 15 to go here in the third. And Wielden from the right wing sends it down to the corner to Sanders and passes a little bit wide, but it was tipped by Kendall Brummel. She actually wouldn't even needed to tip that. Sanders would not have caught it. Warhawks get it in to Reedshaw. She sends it down to Linder. Linder baseline drive, puts up a shot. This is no good, but slapped out of bounds by Avery Wonders. So North Mahaska will keep it. 20 to shoot now on the shot clock. They get it into Schilling. Schilling forces up a shot. This is no good. Gets her own rebound and gets a putback to go. Brecken Schilling finally able to break the lid off. Her first 2 points of the game. Right back down the floor. Wonders is going to try a baseline jumper. This is no good. Rebounded by Linder. Linder sends it up to Schilling. Schilling drives right side of the lane. Gets in trouble. Has to kick it out. Taken away by Toon. Toon looking for help. Nothing doing it. She is in trouble right at half court line. None of her teammates were looking back. Now they do. They get it to Wonders, who puts the jumper up and rattles it home. 51-17 now. There's 19 seconds left on the game clock. Right down inside the Linder. Back out to Schilling. Schilling puts a jumper up. This is no good. Battle for the rebound goes to Schilling. Schilling sends it near side to Sanders. Sanders fires a 3, and this is off the mark, and air ball out of bounds with 6 seconds left. The continuous clock has started, so the clock will run out here as they try to inbound it. So we will head to the fourth quarter with the Warhawks leading 51-17.
All right, we do thank First State Bank in New Sharon for sponsoring the third quarter. Let's hear from our fourth quarter sponsor, Christy Tarr, American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa, 641-673-8965. And yes, we do thank Christy Tarr at American Family Insurance for sponsoring the fourth quarter. Now, she's also got the player of the game for North Mahaska. Josh, you're going to have to start thinking about that. Any potential ideas on who the North Mahaska player of the game might be?
Sydney Anderson's kind of ran away with it. She's not played as many minutes the second half just because the lead that the Warhawks have had, but currently sitting at 16 points. Been a force on the boards as well, rebounding and tipping all kinds of passes. So she's on the floor now. I'm not sure, or actually, no, she is not. So I'm not sure how much more playing time she'll get, but she's kind of ran away with it at this point, as the Warhawks started the fourth quarter with that. Continuous clock did start in the last quarter as the Warhawks get it inside to Hargis. Hargis puts up a shot. She gets it to fall, and she's fouled. Libby Hargis is having a good game, too. She's got 9 points. I'm going to try to make it 10 here.
See, Reagan Gruey had a really nice first half, but hasn't done a whole lot in the second half.
Right. Here is Hargis able to complete the play. As the Bolts working around. Remember, now inside goes Grampy. Gets it into Kendall Brummel, who's able to rattle one home. Inside to Hargis. Hargis goes up for a shot and is knocked out of bounds. She's fouled, actually. Fouled by Kendall Brummel. She'll go back to the line, will Lily. Hargis misses the front end.
Should mention, Josh, that we've got these North Mahaska girls coming to the sports section this Saturday morning at Barnwired in Sigourney at 8 a.m. So you might want to tune in for that if you're a North Mahaska fan.
Hargis cannot connect on either free throw. 54-19. As Baxter works it around the perimeter. We're going to get 5 subs for the Warhawks here on the next stoppage. Scrampy tries to send it inside, taken away from Breckenschilling. Excuse me. She gets it to Hargis. Hargis clears it out. Style all the way right wing to Gruey. Gruey lobs it inside to Hargis. Hargis catches, spins, passes across the lane to Reedshaw. She lays it up. Too strong, though. Hargis gets the rebound. And a foul is called. Fouls are called on Hargis. So we're going to get 5 subs in for the Warhawks. Sydney Anderson back on the floor. Nat Linder, Peyton Sanders. He's got Van Wielden's out there. And then Carly Lake getting some varsity time. As the ball's taken inside to Crampy. Shot is missed, bouncing off the girls' heads down there. Finally, Linder secures it away. Dribbles out of trouble, sends it up to Sanders. Sanders pushes it left corner to Van Wielden. Van Wielden dribbles out of traffic, hands it off to Lake. Lake resets top of the key, now drives right side of the lane, puts up a shot. This is no good. Rebounded, though. Batted around by Anderson into the hands of Lake. Mahaska regains possession. Now Van Wielden fires it through and gets it to go. Her first 3 points of the game. The Warhawks lead 57-19. Here's a 3 taken and made by Camden Crampy. Just the second 3-pointer of the game for Baxter. Only starter on the floor for the Warhawks is Anderson. She was the only starter who was not on the floor to start this quarter. As they get it down, try to force it down into Anderson. It's tipped out of bounds by, I think that's Kaylin Crampy. So there's running clock with 4:52 to go. As Lake has it. Reverses off the screen, goes right side lane, puts up a shot at his block. Now Linder pokes it back free. Kendall Brummel for the Bolts able to corral it in. And Baxter pushes it all the way down the baseline. Crampy back outside, and they work it around. This is Kaylin. Passes off to Wonders, who puts up a shot in the lane. This is too strong, rebounded by Peyton Sanders. Sanders lets everybody clear away, and she'll bring him up the floor. With 4 minutes to go. And a pass over to Van Wielden is too strong, goes out of bounds. They'll turn it right back over to Baxter. As we're going to get some more bench players in for the Warhawks. Actually, let's see, they're going to do that right now. So we're going to have Addison Falb, Sarah Van Dossler, and Jillian Fogel. And for the Warhawks, out comes Sydney Anderson, Samantha Van Wielden, and Carly Lake came out too. Here's a quick 3 by Crampy. This is no good. Rebounded by Linder. Linder running the length of the floor, passes it across to Lake, right back to Linder. Linder deep, has to kick it back out. Lake catches it, fires a 2, and this is no good. Linder, though, able to poke the ball back out. Last touch by Linder. As Mahaska has all bench players in at this point. Really, Linder's the only one that plays significant varsity time. And here is Falb with the rebound and a battle to clear it out. A foul is going to be called on Kaylin Crampy. It's her third, team's third. Lake brings him up the floor. Sends the right wing to Linder. Linder gets a screen. Tries to the free throw line. She has to kick it back outside. Lake has it. Drives left wing inside. Puts up a tough layup, and this is good. Her first two as Crampy goes inside, and a foul is going to be called now on Lake. Her first, team's first of the quarter. Clock continues to run with 1:50 to go. Let's jump into the box score quick here as Baxter gets it in. And that is Wonders is going to fire a bank shot to get it to go. And Lake brings him down the floor, sends it outside. Left wing driving inside is called, and she's trying to pass it off. A jump ball is called. Possession arrow is in favor of Baxter. So they'll take it back over. But Sydney Anderson had 16 points. Kayla Reedshaw had 11. Libby Hargis had 10. Reagan Gruey with 8. I think Gruey's 8 points all kind of came in that first quarter, as you mentioned, Steve. Maybe early in the second, but she came out with her.
Because nobody scored in the second half
that
of
is
the
true.
second quarter.
Second half of the second quarter was pretty quiet, to say the least. Under a minute to go here. Clock will not shut off unless a timeout is called or a foul occurs. Here's a lob inside, and they put up no good. Rebounded by Lake. Lake's shot is no good. Another rebound by Fogel. And they cannot put it away. 30 seconds to go. Crampy's going to fire a three, and she rattles it home. She was looking for it all night long. That is Camden Crampy. But ice cold until recently. Bob with it, puts a runner, or no, she passes it off. Shot is tempted but blocked. That was Van Dossler to try to pass. Getting back quickly and trying to over the rest of them pass. No good. That was Kendall Brummel that tried to lay it up in and good, and that will do it for this one. North Mahaska will win 59-27. The Warhawk girls, that is, will improve to 11-1 on the season. Baxter will fall to 6-4, and our player of the game for this one will be Sydney Anderson for the Warhawks. Again, she had 16 points. I gotta pull that back up here. I forgot for a second. Yeah, 16 points. Just a force defensively, too. Just anytime she was on the floor, Baxter could not do anything inside whatsoever. Sydney's just holding down her own there. So Sydney Anderson will be our player of the game.
All right. We thank Christy Tard, American Family Insurance, for sponsoring our player of the game and also for sponsoring our fourth quarter. So that's a final. North Mahaska over Baxter, 59-27. We'll take about a 15-minute break and be back with the boys' game here shortly on Steve Shetler Media. All righty, it is time to play some basketball. I'm not saying it's time to rumble because that could get me sued.
Yeah.
So we don't want to do that. So about minute 20 away from getting things going here from North Mahaska, New Sharon, Iowa, for North Mahaska Baxter boys basketball. We thank all of our sponsors like Christy Tard, American Family Insurance, Style Me Crazy, who sponsors our first quarter, East Market Grocery, First State Bank, Proline Building Company, State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, Oski Dental, AE Realty, Hy-Vee in Oskaloosa, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and JM Media, who supplies me with pictures to use for the girls and boys basketball players. So, yes, it is time for boys basketball. The girls won the opener. Josh Clubb doing the play-by-play. Josh, what are your thoughts heading into this boys game?
Well, we got a 6-2 team coming in, and Baxter Bolts taking on a 10-1 North Mahaska Warhawks boys team, and it's going to be a interesting matchup. The guy they just announced on the PA speaker, he comes in and second in the state of Iowa in points per game, and Eli D. He's averaging 31.1 points per game, 53% from the field, and 38% from beyond the arc. So just a scoring machine for the Bolts. Leading scorer for the Warhawks is Asher DeBoof. He's averaging 16.5 per game. Gabe Orr is right behind him with 15.5. And you got Adrian Smith at 9.6. A big drop-off from that 31. Next leading scorer is Perrin Solzol. I'm going to struggle with that one all night. He's averaging 13.6 per game. Starting out for the both teams, that is Eli D. shaking hands with Asher DeBoof. And then you got Lucas Nunakoven. He'll meet Maddox Toon at the center court. And then you got 30, Gabe Ora. He shakes hands there with stand advances of the Bolts. Jack Kelderman shaking hands with number 10, Perrin Solzol. And then you got Adrian Smith coming out. He will meet up with Cannon Travis at center court. Baxter, as you see in the warm-ups, and you probably just saw in these introductions, a little bit of a height advantage here. Watched North Mahaska enough to know that plenty of athletes, especially if they're starting five, but pretty deep bench as well, so can probably hang with really but anybody in the state. I don't think the height advantage is going to mess with them too much, but we are set to get this thing underway.
It's rare, though, that you have a small school like Baxter that has so much height. I mean, they've got three guys at least 6'4".
At least 6'4" or above. And looking at the coaching staffs, they're all tall guys, so maybe it's coaches' kids. I don't know. But we have Travis and Smith to tip it away. Smith tips it back to Kelderman. Gets it to Ora. Ora right wing now to DeBoof. Just passes it off down low to Smith. They go right back inside to Kelderman. Kelderman gets out to Nunakoven. He fires a three. This is no good. And Baxter with their first offensive possession of the night. They're going to try a quick three, and this is drained by number 10, Perrin Solzol. They have a 3-0 lead. Ora gets him across left wing. Trying to move quickly. Hands it off to DeBoof. Nunakoven drives into the lane, puts a runner up, and it is no good. Battle for the rebound is tipped out of bounds. Last touched by North Mahaska's Adrian Smith, so Baxter will take back over. Leading 3-0 here in the early goings. Inside to Solzol. He drives, jump stops, puts up a tough shot, and gets it to go. And he's got all 5 of the Bolts points as Ora, it's the man defending him to fall down, clear it out as they set up their offense. Driving inside, kicking it out. DeBoof drives baseline, passes it back outside to Nunakoven. Nunakoven back into Smith. Back outside to Kelderman, who drains a three. Jack Kelderman gets the Warhawks on the board. 5-3 now as Solzol brings him up. That's Toon with it. Just working his way backwards. Now passes it off to Solzol.
Suzel spins, puts up a tough shot, and it was too strong. Rebounded by D. D's putback is no good. Rebounded by North Mahaska. Credit to Booth with that rebound. Here's a deep three by Ora, and this is off the front of the rim. No good, but rebounded by DeBoof. His putback is no good. North Mahaska gets a tip back in from Adrian Smith. Tied up at 5 now, 5:50 to go. Next works from the wings, kick it back out. Driving from the wings, nothing doing. Top of the key now. Driving inside, jump stop, puts up a tough shot. He is fouled. That was Cannon Travis. They're going to get Smith with the foul. First foul of the game. Travis is short, shoot two. His first one rolls in. And he's good for both. Mass in a little bit of trouble in the black court, but able to clean it up. Ora brings him across. Ora gets a screen. Can't drive all the way in off of it. Gets it down to Smith. Smith turns, fakes a handoff to DeBoof. Turns, missed the shot. DeBoof comes up with a rebound, and the putback is good. Deadlocked at 7 again. And faking 3. Getting back in the lane, back outside and around. And we'll try a 3 from the wing. This is too strong. Rebounded by Smith. Nunikoven left wing, sends it inside to Ora. Ora gets a reverse layup to fall. He's on the board. North Mahaska has a lead, 9-7 now, their first lead of the game. Here's D, left side, kicks it out. Advances. Now to Sezel. Driving inside and running out on him. No good. Rebounded by Kelderman. Driving in and a foul called on the floor before a shot can be taken. They're going to call that foul. Number 5, Standon Vances. North Mahaska with a 2-point lead, inbounding from the baseline. In a little bit of trouble, they send it back up top to Ora. Ora from the right wing, dribbles, steps back, fires a deep 3, and this is off the front of the rim, no good. DeBoof tracks down the long rebound though, has it in the corner, dribbles out of trouble. And they reset. Ora sends the right wing to Nunikoven. Now lob inside to Kelderman, back outside of DeBoof. DeBoof right back out to Nunikoven, who fires a 3. This looks short, it is, but rebounded by Smith. Smith's putback is waved off. I'm going to call a foul on the floor on D. His first, team's second. As the Warhawks get it in, DeBoof has it in the corner. Looking around, little motion up top. Boof kicks it out. Kelderman to Nunikoven. It's getting to work it around. That's DeBoof on the far side. Finally takes the 3 after head faking a couple times. It's too strong. Rebound goes to the Bolts. It's D. Brings it all the way down the free throw line. Stops, pulls up, puts a jumper up. This is no good. Too strong. Ball's loose. Finally gathered in. They send it back outside to Suzzle, who was going up for a head fake, and DeBoof landed on him. That's his first foul. And Trenton DeBryan check in for Adrian Smith. Second team foul on North Mahaska. Both teams have 2. Here's an off-balance 3 taken. No good. Rebounded by DeBruyne. Bring it up. Ora has it right side. Dribbles reverse the screen from Nunikoven. Kick it to Kelderman, who fires a three, and it's stuck in the rim. And that turns it over to Baxter, as we're going to get another Warhawk substitution. Vanderveer is going to check in for Nunikoven. And here comes D. Suzel working around the arc. Send it inside. Quick ball movement here by the Bolts. Now Kelderman jumps in front of it, throws it back across the court. That was a terrible call. That was
clearly a North Mahaska.
It was a North Mahaska player that threw it in the backcourt, and they'll meet and discuss it over, and I think they'll change it up. Okay, so they do change it up. Good work on the backside officiating there to correct that. 9-7. They get it down in the corner to Suzel. He runs baseline, puts up a tough shot. This is no good. Rebound batted back up top. Baxter will have another chance. And another three is taken. This one's a little too weak. Rebounded by DeBryan. Coming down the floor is DeBoof. Drives inside, backs up. Sends it out to the top of the key to Kelderman. He fires a three. This is no good. DeBryan tracks down the rebound. Gets it back up top to Van. Right outside to DeBoof. DeBoof fires a three, and this is no good. And a foul now is going to be called on Vanderveer for the Bolts. Dakota Parker will check in. Looks like North Mahaska was trying to get one in too, but not quite in time. As the Bolts are working around inside to Suzzle, back outside to Travis. Back to Suzzle as they work quickly. They get a three attempted from Parker. That is no good. Rebounded by the Warhawks. Right back down the floor they come. Vanderveer tries a fadeaway jumper, gets it to go. His first two of the game, and North Mahaska leads 11-7. 3 fouls on the Warhawks, 2 on the Bolts. Sparker works it now inside to Suzzle. Suzzle tries a jump stop, has the ball slotted out of his hands by DeBoof. Baxter will keep it. Kelderman will come out, and comes Dean Van Mersberger. Minute 21 to go here in the first. North Mahaska leads 11-7. They get an inbound pass. It tipped and goes right into the hands of Ora. Ora brings it all the way down, passes it off to DeBoof. Vanderveer now tries to drive inside. Kicks it back out to DeBoof, who reverses the court. Goes into the lane, puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by DeBryan. He lays it back up in good. Inside a minute to go. North Mahaska leads 13-7. D held scoreless thus far. Has the ball poked out of his hands, goes out of bounds. Will stay with Baxter. 27 seconds on the shot clock. Eli D, second leading scorer per game in the state of Iowa, has yet to score here tonight. Lob it into Suzel. He's been the problem for the Warhawks in the early going. He turns, gets a tough shot to go up. No good, though. Rebounded by Bryan. He gets it up to Ora. Ora pushing pace. Shot clock is still on. 38 seconds to go in the half, or in the quarter. Here's a quick three. In and out for Vanderveer. Rebounded by the Bolts. Baxter's bringing it up the floor. It's Toon. Right side of the lane. That is in trouble. They have to reset. A little bit of miscommunication by the Bolts on this offensive possession. Their passes are turned and look. Nobody's there. Here's a three by Suzzle. No good. Rebounded by DeBryan, excuse me. Vanderveer sends it up the floor, looking for. He was looking up for Van Mersberger. Knock it out of bounds. Shot clock is off. 2.6 on the game clock as Nunikoven and Smith will come back in. North Mahaska looking to get the last-second shot off to get it into Ora. He puts a fadeaway three up and is no good. And that is how the first quarter will end. North Mahaska leading 13-7.
All right, we do thank Style Me Crazy for being our first quarter's sponsor. Let's hear from them. Style Me Crazy is a boutique store at 115 South Main in New Sharon. Boutique hours are Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get fast, free shipping on orders of $150 plus, and they've got hundreds of styles to choose from, plus beauty items, accessories, shoes, and more. Go to StyleMeApparel.com for more information and to see all that they have to offer at Style Me Crazy. Follow Style Me Crazy Boutique on social media or stop in person at 115 South Main in New Sharon. And again, a big thanks to Style Me Crazy. Make sure you go to StyleMeApparel.com, download the free app Style Me Crazy, the sponsor of our first quarter. East Market Grocery and Deli in New Sharon brings us the second quarter. And as the second quarter begins, North Mahaska boys lead Baxter 13-7. Josh.
All right, Warhawks are going to send in Unicove and Ora, Kelderman, Smith, and Van Mertzberger. Start the second period. They will start with the basketball, leading 13-7. And Ora will bring them up the floor. As they work it all the way around to the near side corner to Gabe. Now back in the middle, nearly slipping was Van Mertzberger. Able to get it off. Smith hands it off to Ora. He drives right side of the lane, puts up a circus shot. It is no good, but it falls into the hands of Kelderman. Never touched the rim. 10 on the shot clock. Warhawks continue to move quickly. Ora drives all the way far side baseline. 5 to shoot. Still doing some ball handling. Tries a reverse layup, and this one touches nothing. A catch and put back attempt. He is fouled. It was Adrian Smith that was fouled by number 10, Perrin Solzo, which that foul did two things there. One, it's going to send Adrian Smith to the line. Two, that foul happened just before the shot clock had went off, so it would have been a shot clock violation as well. And based on the way Smith was shooting that ball, there's no way he was going to make that. More or less just shooting it to beat the shot clock as he misses the front end of that. As DeBook will check back in for Ora. Adrian Smith with his second free throw in and out, no good. So unable to take advantage of that. It was just the first foul on Solzo. As now D has it, and he's fouled at the top of the key by DeBoof. That's his second. And team's first as Ora will check right back in for him. Back Smith's part quickly, gets it to D. D puts up a contested shot, gets it to go. He's got his first two. 13-9 now. First points of the second quarter. As Ora all the way left wing, sends it right side to Nunikov, and he fires a three, and this is off the mark. And a foul is called, and a technical called on Baxter's coaching staff after the call. So the foul is on number 10, Perrin Souza, his second. And then another technical now on the coach because he will not retreat to the bench. So they tee him up twice. Let's wait. Second technical, he actually has to leave the floor at this point, so that's what you see the officials signaling on the screen. Gabe Ora waiting at the free throw line as Baxter's coach has got to leave the premises.
I'm not sure. So, all right, explain that second technical.
I don't know what he was saying.
All he was doing, I mean, literally, I was watching.
Okay.
and he was just calling for a timeout.
Okay.
And they teed him up again.
Okay. When you're issued a technical, I know you're supposed to pretty much immediately sit down at that point.
Okay.
And then after that first one, I know the head coach has got to remain seated. Because Gabe Orr is going to shoot a lot of free throws here. And so I don't know. I guess I wasn't looking like you were. That's what was good on that first one.
I just happened to see it, and he was just simply calling a timeout, and they teed him up again. So I don't know.
All right. As Fish is still talking to the assistant coach down there. We'll see. Orr's gotten 3 in a row here. You get one more. That is good. The other foul was on the floor, and it was team's 4th foul. So I don't think it was going to result in free throws. So Orra makes all 4 of the technical shots. North Mahaska now leads 17-9, 6:48 to go in the second quarter. Smith, left wing, drives inside off the head fake, jump stops, puts up a hook shot, and gets it to go. Smith's got 4. 19-9. Eli D brings it down, kicks it back out. Suzzle remains on the floor with his 2 fouls, picked up 2 quick fouls. They get it to him at the free throw line. He passes the baseline. Turning and shooting, but no good, was number 20, Kanan Travis. Warhawks quickly down with the rebound. Smith has it in the corner, fires a 3, and this is off the front of the rim, no good, but rebounded by Van Mersberger. Van Mersberger gets it to Nunikoven and tries a 3. This is no good. Just rebounded by D. D takes it all the way in, gets the shot to go, and he's fouled. They call the foul on Orra. As Van Mersberger will check out, and in will come Vanderveer. (19-12) now, and a timeout is called by Baxter. Their first timeout of the game, a 30-second timeout.
Let's get our sponsor in for the second quarter, East Market Grocery. East Market Grocery and Deli in New Sharon wishes the North Mahaska Warhawks the best of luck in tonight's game. East Market Grocery is your small-town grocery store, but they still have a big selection to choose from. Located at 114 East Market in New Sharon. For the deli, you can dine in. They have in-store pickup or seasonal outdoor seating. Get more information at eastmarketgroceryanddeli.com. East Market Grocery and Deli in New Sharon, a proud supporter of North Mahaska Warhawk Athletics. All right, we thank East Market Grocery in New Sharon for sponsoring our second quarter.
All right, here's Orra. Is out of the timeout. Baxter's putting a little pressure on the backcourt. And Vanderveer tries a lob pass taken away by Suzel. They get it to D. D travels with it on his drop step. Turns it right back over to the Warhawks. As Vanderveer is going to check out now, and back will come in to Booth. Booth has got 2 fouls on him. The reason he's on the bench, they get it into him. Him and Orra will work it across to bring it up the floor. Orra gets in Nunikoven. Nunikoven back to Orra. Collision's happening, nothing called, as Orra dribbles all the way around to the other side. Hands it off to the Booth on the right wing. Back up to Nunikoven. Up to Adrian Smith. He's going to fire a 3. That was tipped. Battle for the rebound is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing to Baxter, so they will take over here. Off the... Yes. Brian's going to check in for Adrian Smith. 19-12, 5:12 to go here in the second quarter. Low scoring affair at this point. Eli D drives inside, puts a jumper up. This is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nunikoven. As DeBoof has it now right wing. Sends it to Nunikoven, back inside to DeBryan. DeBryan turns and shoots. Turns and lays it up, and good. He's got 4. North Mahaska extends their lead to 9. Here's Toon, handed off to D. D tries right side of the lane. Total walk there. And it is whistled and called. Eli D kind of just tucked that thing into his right shoulder and was running a dive play off the right side. I don't know what he was going to try to accomplish there, because the North Mahaska defenders were standing still, not moving. Nonetheless, Warhawks on the ball. They get it inside Nunikoven. Nunikoven jump stops and draws the foul on the floor as Standon Vansis lands on him, his second. And he'll come out of the game with that second foul, and will come Dakota Parker. That is the 4th foul on, actually they did call that a shooting foul. So that's a 4th foul on, no, now they changed the board to 5. Okay, I thought he signaled that it was a foul on the floor. Nunikoven makes first free throw. Just did not have the scoreboard updated, so that is the 5th team foul on Baxter. And Nunikoven makes both free throws. Those are both his points. The Warhawks lead 23-12. 4:17 to go, and they're shooting free throws the rest of the way. Suzel started out hot, but held quiet since then. Here, Nunikoven jumps a pass. He's going to take it all the way down and lays it up. He's fouled, though, on the shot by D. That's going to be his second. And Nunikoven will go right back to the line. $11-point lead for the Warhawks. Nunikoven trying to make it 13, gets to 12. And he makes it. So all 4 of his points have came at the charity stripe. And North Mahaska leads 25-12. And here's a 3 in the corner as an air ball into the hands of DeBoof. DeBoof just takes off sprinting down the floor. He goes all the way, lays it up in, and good. Asher DeBoof had his mind made up when he came down with that rebound. And now a timeout is called by Baxter. This will be a full timeout this time, their second timeout of the game, as North Mahaska leads 27-12, 3:44 to go in the second quarter.
All right, we do thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. That includes Christy Tarr at American Family Insurance, Style Me Crazy, East Market Grocery and Deli, First State Bank, Proline Building Company, State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, also Oski Dental, AE Realty, Hy-Vee in Oskaloosa, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and JM Media. All on board for sponsoring North Mahaska basketball this year here on Steve Shetler Media. Do keep in mind, coming up this week, it's a busy week of basketball. Tomorrow night we'll have the Pekin basketball game, as we will on Thursday night, more Pekin basketball. Saturday night, Sigourney will be at HLV-TC. So tune in for area high school basketball this week here on Steve Shetler Media. Back to you, Josh.
All righty, 3:44 to go in the first half. Baxter with their second timeout. And if you were late to join, Baxter's head coach is in the locker room at this point. Here, DeBoof takes it away again. He's going to run the length of the floor again, but he loses a handle on it, gathers it in, and still driving. Drives in, tries to pass it off to DeBryan. This is taken away by Maddox Toon, and then he is fouled by DeBryan. His first, team's third. Eli D will bring him up the floor. Averaging 31 points a game. He's got just 5 so far tonight. Here is a runner in the lane. No good. Goes off the hands of D and out of bounds. Last touch by D. So North Mahaska takes over 3:11 to go. DeBoof looking for somebody, gets Nunnekoven, who nearly fell out of bounds after he caught that, but able to save it. Asher brings him up the floor, right wing, gets a screen. Can't do anything with it though. He steps outside as they work it around the arc. Ora with it now. Top of the key, puts a fadeaway up. This is good. Gabe Ora's got 9 points, team leading. 30-12. Suzzle goes inside for a tough shot, no good. Rebounded by DeBoof, and he's running the length of the floor again. He kicks it out to Nunnekoven at the last second. Nunnekoven fires a three, it is no good. Rebounded by North Mahaska, and Ora's going to take a three, and this is good. Gabe Ora's got 12. 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. Here's D. He fires a three. This is no good. Rebounded by DeBoof initially. Yes, he gathers it back in, running the length of the floor, really pushing pace. Has Ora outside. Ora fires another three, and he's an air ball into the hands of D. Running the length of the floor also is D, who is fouled on the layup attempt by Ora. That is his second. Team's fourth. Jackson Vanderveer looking to check in. So Baxter, with that being a shooting foul, will shoot the rest of this half. It's a minute 59. As Vanderveer will take over for Ora. D sends it both home. Give him 7. DeBoof has it. Right wing. Drives inside all the way in the lane. Tries to pass it over his head. Back behind himself to Kelderman, and Kelderman can't catch up. DeBoof thought he had a lane or a line there to drive, and it closed quickly. He just tried to save the best he could. Parker for the Bolts has it. Spins around, hands it off to D. Back to Parker. Parker spins, puts a runner up in the lane and gets it to go. Parker with his first 2. For Baxter. Minute 23 to go. Vanderveer, right wing. Working on the defensive D. He lobs it into DeBryan. DeBryan turns and fights his way to the basket. He's going to get called with a charge. His second foul. And he'll come out of the game. Adrian Smith back in the game for the Warhawks. 33-16, minute 13 to go. As D brings it down, sends it to Parker. Parker fires an immediate three, no good. Rebounded by Vanderveer. DeBoof, right wing. This is inside to Smith. Smith to Nunnekoven, back to Smith, outside to Vanderveer. Vanderveer drives the baseline, goes the reverse side and gets it to fall. Jackson Vanderveer's got 4. Inside a minute to go in the second quarter. He drives right side of the lane, puts up a tough shot. No, he is fouled. I think they're going to get Vanderveer there. They do. That's his second. D will go to the line to shoot 2. This is a shooting foul anyway, but both teams in the double bonus now. D gets the first one to go. As Logan Rainsbarger checks in for the Bolts. 37.6 to go. And D makes the second free throw. He's got 9. North Mahaska with 32 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock's at 29. About to take a shot with a few seconds left. Smith drives inside, gets the left-handed layup to go. He's got 6 points. Shot clock is now off for the Bulls. He brings it inside right wing. Goes backwards, passes it off. 12 to shoot. trying to create space. North Mahaska's letting them take the deep shot if they want it. Here is a three taken and drained. With 2 seconds left, we'll see what North Mahaska does. Vanderveer fires a half-court shot and misses. Not by a lot, but he did miss. That three there was made by Cannon Travis there for the Bolts. So we will head to halftime with North Mahaska leading 37-21.
All right, and again, we do thank East Market Grocery in New Sharon for being our second quarter sponsor. Hy-Vee brings us halftime, so we will go radio silent for just a few minutes here. Be back with the second half shortly on Steve Shetler Media. And we are back. We got about a minute 20 before the second half begins. We do thank Hy-Vee and Oskaloosa for sponsoring our halftime. Let's hear from our third quarter sponsor, which is First State Bank in New Sharon.
At First State Bank, we're proud to support the North Mahaska Warhawks because we believe in community, in teamwork, and in making a difference. With our Spirit cards, every time you use your card, First State Bank will donate to North Mahaska schools, helping our kids and schools thrive. So, every swipe counts towards something bigger. Plus, we're a community-focused bank, right here at 102 South Main Street in New Sharon. First State Bank, where neighbors come first. Proud supporters of the Warhawks.
And we do thank First State Bank in New Sharon for sponsoring our third quarter, which is just about ready to get going. We got about 28 seconds before the activities begin. So, Josh, we're heading into the second half. The first half you and I were kind of expecting maybe a closer game with the high scorer that Baxter has and the height that they have, but hasn't played out that way.
No, it started that way with Perrin Sulzel for the Bolts, but then he hasn't scored since the 5-minute mark of the first quarter, so he kind of went quiet. And really, Eli D he's got 9 points now, but I think with 5 minutes to go in the half is when he got his first basket. So here we go, second half. North Mahaska starts with the ball, starters back on the floor for the Warhawks. They lob it inside to DeBoof. He is fouled immediately by D. They're saying not a foul. They're saying that DeBoof's foot was on the baseline when he caught that pass. So the Warhawks turn it over. Bolts. Give it to Sizzle. He had faked and passed it off. Do it again. Right back outside they go. Nothing doing. Sizzle now fires a three, and it's off the front of the rim and no good. The rebound was slapped right back off the glass, ends up in Adrian Smith's hands. He gets it up to DeBoof, and DeBoof will bring the Warhawks up the floor. DeBoof drives right side, passes it off to Smith. Smith head fakes in the corner, then dribbles inside a little bit, passes it off to Ora. Ora puts a jumper up mid-range, and this is no good. Rebounded, though, by DeBoof. DeBoof reverses court, puts up a tough layup, and this is no good. Rebounded by Baxter, wasting no time getting down there, putting up a shot, and this is no good. Smith and Travis getting tangled up on the floor. They're going to call a foul. Call that foul on Ora? I'll have to wait for the scores. Okay, they put Ora up on the screen. That is not right. They're going to call that on Adrian Smith as the Bolts get it inside into D. D puts up a toughly contested shot. He does not get the roll, and DeBoof comes down with it. That is Smith's second foul. Still scoreless in the third quarter as Ora drives inside, puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by Baxter. Left wing. Doing for Perrin Sulzel. I'm going to try it back outside. A three is attempted by Travis, and he's able to connect for the first points of the third quarter. Travis is the leading scorer for Baxter with 8. As DeBoof drives inside, reverses the ball in mid-flight and cannot get the roll. D brings it across. They try another three, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by DeBoof. DeBoof all the way down to Nunikoven in the near side corner. Back to Asher at the right wing. They'll just send it back up top to Ora. Nunikoven to Smith. Smith tries a reverse layup. This is swatted away by Sulzel. Perrin drives baseline. Layups it back up top to Travis, who fires another three. This is off the front of the rim, no good. Right into the hands of Adrian Smith. And the Warhawks have it down here. Ora passes it off. Kelderman now to Nunikoven. He fires a three. This is no good. Rebounded by Baxter.
Tell you what, if Baxter could make some baskets, this would get interesting really quick.
North Mahaska ice cold out of halftime. Here's another three. And I'm not sure if that's off balance or just his shooting style, but Maddox Toon could not connect there on the deep ball. North Mahaska back on the offensive side. You have to score here in the second half. Smith drives from the right wing. Picks up the dribble, kicks it out to DeBoof. DeBoof has it in the corner. Dribbles back up top. He's looking for a screen from Nunikoven. Gets it, goes inside. He's wanting to feed it to Smith. Smith cannot hang on to it, but he is then fouled by Standen Vanseth. That is his third. Team's first of the half. North Mahaska will get a new shot clock. Kelderman sends it up top to Nunikoven. Right back to Kelderman. Kelderman drives inside in the lane, puts up a layup. This is no good. Off the hands of DeBoof and out of bounds. Baxter will take back over. North Mahaska still unable to add points. 37-24 now. It's 37-21. We started this. Baxter's lone points are the lone three-pointer. And now they're going to try another one from Parker, and he drains it. Parker's got 5. Coming down the floor quickly is Ora. Versus court all over the place. His pass is swatted away. Sizzle's got numbers. If he wants to run it all the way, he passes it off wisely to D. D lays it up in and good. And the timeout's going to be taken by North Mahaska as Baxter's came out of halftime on an 8-point run with 3:49 to go, 37-29.
And things have gotten interesting here in the last few minutes. We do thank our sponsors on North Mahaska Basketball on Steve Shuttler Media, like Christy Tarr, American Family Insurance, Style Me Crazy, also East Market Grocery, First State Bank, Proline Building Company, State Farms Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, Oski Dental, AE Realty, Hy-Vee in Oskaloosa, Holland Coble Funeral Home, and JM Media, sponsors on our North Mahaska basketball coverage. Again, this season here on Steve Shuttler Media. We've got a few more North Mahaska games to go. We've got lots more basketball to go this week. Couple of Pekin games coming up this week, and also Sigourney at HLV on Friday. So stay tuned to Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube for lots of area basketball.
All right, out of the timeout. Baxter will apply some pressure in the backcourt on the Warhawks. Trenton DeBryan did check in for Adrian Smith during the timeout. DeBoof has it as it dribbles way to the front court and does from the right wing. Warhawks trying to end the 8-point run by the Bolts. Here is DeBoof. DeBoof hands it off to Ryan. Back outside to Ora. He fires a deep three from the left wing. This is no good. Rebounded by Baxter. As they bring it up the floor, D has it. He goes inside, jump stop, kicks it outside to Travis, who fires a three and rails it home. Travis and D now tied for leading scorers for the Bolts. The defense breaks down those. DeBryan was whistled for the travel as he took off. He forgot he jump stopped. 37-32. 3 minutes to go in the third. North Mahaska yet to score in this third period. It's been all Baxter. 11 unanswered for them. We're going to try to add to that. Souza goes inside, spins, reverse shot is good. He's got 8. And Ora brings it down left side. Gabe Ora can shoot and make from about anywhere on the floor as DeBoof is left alone in the right wing and he drains it. Asher DeBoof able to end that run, or end that scoreless streak. 40-34 now, lead by 6 again. D goes inside, puts a tough layup up and good, and he's fouled and will go to the line. Call the foul on Ora. That is his third, team's second. Leading scorer on the night at the free throw line. He's got 13, trying to make it 14. Eli D does just that. It's Warhawks. Bring it down the floor. DeBoof has the top of the key. Gets it off to Nunikoven. Nunikoven, left side now to Ora. Into the corner to DeBoof. See DeBoof take baseline drives here before he does. He puts a reverse layup. This is no good. Rebounded by Sulzel for the Bolton. He's going to pull up and fire a three and gets it to go. He's got 10, and quickly down the floor come the Warhawks. Can't get the first one to go. DeBryan able to answer, though. Baxter right back. Or Warhawks right back up by 2. D has it. Left side of the lane. He drives in. Falling down is Nunikoven, and they're going to call a travel on D. It turns back over to Baxter. Vanderveer is going to check in for Nunikoven on that stoppage. DeBoof brings him across. He has it as the offense starts their motion. Left side to Kelderman. Back up top to Ora. Ora sends it out to DeBryan. North Mahaska looking for a place to attack. Nothing doing as Baxter's defense is holding strong inside. DeBoof reverses back, resets it up. 5 seconds to shoot. Pass is tipped. Kelderman's got to fire a shot as the shot clock was winding down. A battle for the loose basketball ends up in the hands of Travis. Down to D. D puts up a tough shot and gets it to go. Eli D's got 16 points now as Gabe Ora brings him down the floor. They have tied it up. It is 42-all. DeBoof tries to answer with a three and no good. Rebounded by D on the rebound. He is fouled by DeBryan. That is his third. Adrian Smith's going to check in for Kelderman. So DeBryan and Ora both with 3 fouls on the floor. Everybody else on the floor for North Mahaska has 2. Eli D. And the Bolts, 20-second shot clock is off. DeBoof gets a steal, goes down the floor. 17 seconds, he puts a floater up, and this is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Baxter. They got 13 seconds. Toon drives inside, spin, gets up a shot. This is off the front of the rim, no good. Ora comes down with it. Is he going to get a last-second shot off? He does from half court, and this is no good. So we will head to the fourth quarter after Baxter comes storming back. Our score is 42-all at the end of the third.
All right, we do thank our third quarter sponsor, which was First State Bank. And now we go over to the fourth quarter, which is brought to us by Christy Tarr at American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965. All right, Christy Tarr at American Family Insurance in Oskaloosa is sponsoring this fourth quarter. Now, Christy, as we always talk about, brings us our North Mahaska Player of the Game at the end of the game. Josh, what are you thinking? Is anybody standing out to you for North Mahaska?
At the beginning of the game, or at halftime, I would have said probably Gabe Ora at that point, but now somebody's going to have to reverse course here as Baxter outscored the Warhawks 21-5 in that last quarter to tie it up. So somebody's going to have to catch fire, and Asher DeBoof is making a case as he takes the opening possession, steals it, gets down there, and layup. What is going on here? I'm not sure.
I think they're saying jump.
They said jump ball, but I'm not sure where they stopped, and they did not count the DeBoof basket yet. I'm not sure what stopped the play. They said an inadvertent whistle. It is a jump ball. North Mahaska will get it. The shot from DeBoof did not count. There's Smith feeding it inside of DeBoof. He back outside to Ora. Ora drives right side, passes right back off. Nothing doing. Now he tries a fadeaway three, and he gets it to go. Gabe Ora's got 15 points. And North Mahaska back to a 3-point lead. Ultimately, worked out in the Warhawks' favor. They would have had just 2, but turned it into 3. And here's a quick answer by number 2, Maddox Toon of the Bolts, his first 2 of the night. Vanderveer tries a 3. This is no good. Rebounded by Van Mersberger, and Mersberger hands it off to Ora. Ora, left wing, drives inside through his legs. Back out to the booth. Vanderveer, left wing now, sends it inside to Smith. Smith turns, shoots, and gets it to go. Adrian Smith's got 8, 4 for 7 from the field, 47-44. Eli D drives baseline, kicks it right back up top to Suzel. Suzel cannot do anything initially, turns and spins, shoots. Shot is no good, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line. Call that foul on Smith. That's his 3rd. Suzel makes the first. He's got 11. Van Mersberger will come out of the game. Nunikoven back in. And Suzel misses the second free throw, rebounded by Smith. He hands it off to Ora. Ora lets it clear out. North Mahaska with a 2-point lead. Nunikoven has it right side. Back to Vanderveer. Vanderveer drives left side lane, kicks it out to DeBoof. DeBoof being heavily guarded, drives baseline, trying to work his way underneath the basket. Does. His puts up the reverse shot, and the shot is good. Well, they're going to see if they can. They do count the 2 for Asher. It gives him 9. That foul was on Sandon Vincent, his 4th, so he'll have to come out of the game. Parker comes back into the game for the Bolts. Asher DeBoof trying to complete the 3-point play, and does not as it rims out. Rebounded by Parker. Parker brings him up the floor, hands it off to D. He picks up his dribble. Down to the corner to Travis, back inside D. D puts up a tough shot, gets it to go. He's got 18 now. As the Booth has it in the corner. To the wing to Nunikoven, right back down the corner to Vanderveer. Vanderveer drives inside, now back out. Tries a baseline pass to Smith. It was tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with North Mahaska. As Travis from Baxter able to tip it out, and Vanderveer will come out of the game. Back will come Kelderman. Kelderman to bring it in. He sends it back up top to Ora. Ora gets a screen from Nunikoven. Thought about driving off, and it changes his mind. Nunikoven gets it left wing. Thought about a shot. He changes his mind. That gets to DeBoof. DeBoof doesn't hesitate. He fires a 3. This is no good as it's short. Smith came down with the rebound. He was fouled by Travis. He lost his balance and fell into him. I think that's the first on Travis. Second team foul. That is the first on him. And now a timeout.
All right, so we do thank Christy Tard, American Family Insurance, for sponsoring our 4th quarter, also our player of the game. Let's see here. Let's bring over on the screen our schedule for the upcoming next few days. We've got Pekin versus Waco tomorrow night here on Steve Shetler Media. Pekin versus Fairfield on Thursday. Sigourney at HLV on Friday. Then next week, back here at North Mahaska versus BGM. Next Thursday, the 23rd, Sigourney at Waco. And then, I tell you what, next Friday, the 24th, it's going to be an audio-only broadcast, but we've got North Mahaska at Montezuma. That will be an interesting game coming up. So lots of great basketball coming up over the next couple of weeks, and actually over the next still month or so here on Steve Shetler Media.
All right, out of the timeout. Nebraska will inbound it. They get it in to DeBouf. DeBouf tries to go up for a tough shot and gets it to go. Asher DeBouf now with 11. That timeout was taken by North Mahaska. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. 2 fouls on Baxter and now 2 on North Mahaska as Nunikoven has got to pick up the foul. As North Mahaska pauses momentarily, coach yelling in man. As D gets it into Travis, right back to D in the corner. He drives baseline, spins, he lost his balance, and Kelderman able to rip it out of his hands. Surprised he didn't travel there, but call was not made. Here's the Warhawks, 4-point lead. Smith drives inside, reverses dribble, somehow did not get a travel. So now they're saying Nunikoven went out of bounds and came back in to catch it, and he was not forced out of bounds. So it turns it back over to the Warhawk, or to the Baxter Bolts. They trail by 4, and here's a foul way out on top by Kelderman. His first. That is the team 3rd foul. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this one. North Mahaska leads by 4. Baxter with the ball. D, their leading scorer, hands it off to Parker. Right back down to D in the corner. He has the ball ripped out of his hands and it goes out of bounds. Asher DeBouf reached down, tried to steal the ball from him and couldn't quite hang on. He must have gotten 2 hands on it. They reset the shot clock. I'm not sure if they were supposed to. Yes, Dakota Parker of Baxter really unaware of where he was supposed to go with the ball. And now on the inbound pass, it is tipped by Kelderman. Kelderman passed it off to DeBouf. DeBouf down in the lane, passes over to Smith. Smith's layup is no good, and a battle for the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Adrian Smith. That'll be his 4th. He'll come out momentarily, and will come Quentin O'Brien. Eli D for the Baxter Bolts brings him up the floor. As they work it around. And Maddox Toon is looking over at the bench for a play, and Kelderman swatting at the ball. Kelderman's getting extra physical. Here's a 3 by Parker, and this is no good. Rebounded by Bryant. Bryant pushes up the floor to Nunikoven. Nunikoven across the lane is off the knee and out of bounds. Last touch by Baxter. So 3:51 to go, 51-47. There is 4 fouls on North Mahaska, so Baxter will shoot the rest of the way. I'm just getting ready to make the comment that Kelderman is getting extra aggressive. He's only got 1 foul on him, but every foul results in free throws. And here's Kelderman for the 3. It is no good. Long rebound tracked down by Asher DeBouf. Gets it to Ora. Ora tries a deep 3, and he's good. Timeout taken by North Mahaska right after the make by Gabe Ora, as they take a 7-point lead with 3 minutes 34 seconds left in the game.
And with that, just another reminder, Christy Tarr American Family Insurance sponsors our player of the game. We'll be thinking about that as Gabe Ora just drained another 3. Christy Tarr American Family Insurance sponsoring our 4th quarter. And Style Me Crazy, East Market Grocery, First State Bank, Proline Building Company, State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, Oski Dental, AE Realty, Hy-Vee, Holland Coble Funeral Home, JM Media, all sponsors of North Mahaska basketball this year here on Steve Shetler Media. 3:34 to go in this game. What was at one time looking like it was going to be a blowout in favor of North Mahaska. I mean, early in the 3rd quarter, North Mahaska had a 16-point lead. Baxter has come all the way back to tie it at times, if I remember right. Now North Mahaska back up to that 7-point lead. Let's take it back to Josh with the play-by-play.
Yeah, North Mahaska had a 16-point lead at halftime. Baxter outscored them 21-5 in the 3rd quarter to bring us to the 4th quarter, tied at 42. North Mahaska has gotten a lead here in the fourth and has not looked back thus far. Gabe Ora with that timely three. Give him 18 points on the night as Baxter works their possession out of the timeout. Here's a foul off the ball by DeBooth. I believe that's going to result in free throws, and that is not the guy you want at the free throw line if you're North Mahaska. That's DeBooth's third foul. Eli D's got 18 points and cannot connect on the first free throw. He's got 18. Ora's got 18. He gets the second one. So he is the leading scorer of the game as the Warhawks work quickly. Kelderman left wing to DeBooth. DeBooth's got screens on either side that if he wants to work with them. He just dribbles up top, hands it off to Gabe. Lucas has it. Top of the key. Nothing doing. Back over to the left wing to Asher DeBooth. North Mahaska working the clock a little bit as DeBooth fights his way inside and they're waving off the shot saying travel. So that one made free throw though by Eli D did make it a two-possession game. They're down by 6 in a timeout. And Baxter calls a timeout, a full timeout with 2:41 left. So both teams taking some timeouts here as we're getting down to the final couple minutes of the game, and this might be a talk to his players about pushing the issue with Nebraska, or with, I keep wanting to say Nebraska, with North Mahaska on as they were just dribbling out that shot clock. They're clearly trying to waste time, and Baxter wasn't really pushing the issue. Something you want to change. You also got to start making possessions happen quick. 2 3-pointers and you're right back in it, but you also got to stop North Mahaska, which is not easy to do.
Just a reminder, coming up on Saturday morning at 8 a.m., we have the sports section every Saturday morning live at 8 a.m. at Barnwired in Sigourney, talking to area coaches and athletes. Had the North Mahaska boys in this past Saturday. North Mahaska girls are scheduled to be in this Saturday, so make sure you tune in.
All righty, so 2:40 to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. The Warhawks do have 5 team fouls. Baxter has just 2, so they still have 3 to give. But any foul by the Warhawks here would result in shots for the Bulls. Inside out to Sizzle, who tries a 3, and he gets it to go. He's got 14. And DeBooth brings him up the floor. 2:12 to go. O'Brien looking inside for Ora. Changes his mind. Gets it outside to Kelderman. Ora fires a 3 from the right wing, and he's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Travis of Baxter. Eli D brings him across from the top, sends it left side. All the way around. D drives inside. Suzzle tries another 3, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Travis, though. And then his pass goes outside, and as they're trying to get back to the top, taken away by Kelderman. Warhawks work quickly. Dunakoven has it right wing. They lead by 3. Minute 31 to go. DeBryan lobs it inside to Kelderman. Reverse layup, no good. Into the hands of Suzel. Suzel gets it to Eli D. D spins at the top of the key. Got himself dribbled into trouble there. Has to reset. To get all the way around back to him. He fires a 3, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Ora. Baxter shooting for the tie the last 2 possessions. Hasn't worked. Kelderman brings him across with 1:07 to go and a 3-point lead. Baxter certainly coming out and pushing or turning up the intensity. O'Brien has it right wing, hands it off to Ora. Ora comes back up top, sends it outside to DeBooth. DeBooth head fakes, drives in the lane, kicks it out to Nunakoven. Nunakoven fires a 3, and this is good. Lucas Nunakoven gives them a 6-point lead with 42 seconds to go and a timeout called immediately by Baxter. They'll have 1 remaining. 30-second timeout, so this will be a quick one. You got anything else to talk about, Steve?
I was just going to say thanks to Christy Tard, American Family Insurance, sponsoring this fourth quarter, and our player of the game. Josh, if the game were to end right now, in theory, who would be your North Mahaska player of the game?
Gabe Ora with his 18 points. Also, his last, he kind of was the reason that North Mahaska really took off there. He made those four free throws in a row, and then just kind of got caught fire when Baxter was a little out of sorts, and then right there felt like Baxter was creeping back in to tie his thing up, and he drains a three. Of course, he was helped there by Lucas Nunikoven doing the same thing. So right now, Gabe Ora, I would say, is a front runner. Here's Asher DeBoof jumping the pass all the way down the floor, lays it up in and good. And the Warhawks with an 8-point lead, 27 seconds to go. Baxter's got to work quick. Travis fires a three, and this is good. They answer quickly, and a timeout taken right after the make with 21.5. Their final timeout of the game. So Keenan Travis has now got 14 for Baxter. He's got 14. Perrin Suzel's got 10. Eli D's got 19 for the Warhawks. You got Gabe Ora's got those 18. Asher DeBooth's got 13. Adrian Smith's got 8. Lucas Nunikoven with 7. Travis DeBryan has got 6. Jackson Vanderveers came in with 4. And Kelderman's added 3 as well. But Kelderman and Asher DeBooth have had a great second half, kind of right when that moment was that Baxter felt like they were going to kind of pull away a little bit or get a lead. Those two have stepped up, so certainly honorable mentions for player of the game. But right now it's hard to look past Ora with what he did in the second quarter, and then that timely three here about 2 minutes of game time ago that he put him back up by 6. But now they got a 5-point lead. North Mahaska will inbound it. I would assume Baxter's going to be fouling. They are out of timeouts. There's 21.5 on the clock. They have three fouls to give, as they only have 2 team fouls. They get it into DeBoof, and DeBoof is immediately fouled. The foul's going to be on Cannon Travis, his second. So he'll do it again. DeBoof did a good job of working his way up the floor just a little bit, so now North Mahaska can inbound from the sideline. That is the second on Travis. They get it into DeBoof again. This time he's fouled. He's fouled by, well, I could have got either one of them. They're going to call it on D. That's D's third, team's fourth. The next foul was all in shots. That's his fourth, so he can't foul this time. DeBoof gets it, and he is fouled. With a little bit of time running off that time. This time they're going to get it on Suzel. 14.4 on the game clock. It's Suzel's third foul. Asher DeBoof will go to the line. 5-point lead. These 2 free throws are pretty big. Can make it a 3-possession game, and he does not do so. The best he can do is a 2-possession game right now. This coach of North Mahaska getting Ora and Kelderman back. DeBoof misses both. Baxter comes up with it. Not be surprised if North Mahaska fouls here. They do. Coaching staff doesn't like it, but never mind. I guess he missed both of them, so it is only a 5 points. So they could shoot to within a 1-possession game here. It is Maddox Toon who's on the line. That was number 4 on DeBoof. Toon makes the first one. Huge free throw here. The important part is that Baxter cannot stop the clock, so North Mahaska will have to battle for the inbound. They can't save it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what I thought too. What a play by number 20, Keenan Travis. As they were falling out of bounds, he slapped it against the back of Kelderman, which gives Baxter new life. They're trailing by 4, 8.5 to go, so they're going to have to pretty much catch and shoot and then foul on the inbound because they have no timeouts remaining. A little stoppages. There's something on the floor. Referee's down, mopping the A on the Warhawks down there on the far end. So certainly a catch and shoot scenario for the Baxter Bolts. Trailing by 4 with 8 seconds on the game clock. They get it into Suzzle. He turns and gets a shot in. And North Mahaska doesn't even have to inbound it, actually, because that took too long, and they can just let it run out. And they call a timeout, actually, with .2 on the clock. Okay, so that's some next level coaching there, Steve. But they were, I think there was right at just over 5 seconds left on the clock when they took the ball out of bounds, and he had Kelderman hold on to the ball and took the timeout inside a second to go before they could whistle him for 5 seconds. And now there's .2 on the game clock. Warhawks just, pretty much just get it to touch the hand of your player and you're good.
As long as you don't throw it right underneath the basket where a Baxter Bolt could tip it in.
Yeah,
it'd be literally impossible.
Honestly, if I were them, I would just send everybody down towards half court and throw it up high. And even if they get it there, they're going to have to turn and heave it forever. Instead, they get it inbounds to Ora, and Ora dribbles it out. North Mahaska sneaks away with the victory, 59-57. We will name the guy that finished with the ball in his hands, Gabe Ora, as our Christy Taro American Family Insurance player of the game for North Mahaska.
All right. What we thought was going to be kind of a runaway game for the North Mahaska boys ended up being a very exciting game here in the second half. So North Mahaska girls and boys make it a clean sweep tonight in exciting fashion over Baxter. And again, we'll be back here in North Mahaska, I believe, next week, if I remember right. We'll be in Pekin tomorrow night and also on Thursday night for more high school basketball action here on Steve Shetler Media. So we appreciate all of our sponsors, appreciate all of you tuning in for North Mahaska basketball on this Monday night on Steve Shetler Media.